Hello, I'm Eric, the Buddhist life coach. In my video, Buddhism in 4 Minutes, I mentioned that Buddhism encourages the development of a list of positive qualities. Traditionally, there are 6 or 10 of these, depending who you ask, and they're called paramis or paramitas in the earliest Buddhist languages. Today I'm going to look at one of those, dana parami, the quality of giving or generosity. And because good ideas aren't enough on their own, at the end I'm going to suggest a practice you can do to help develop this very pleasurable and beneficial quality. So here goes. Evolution has given us all sorts of neurobiological skills that helped our ancestors avoid going the way of the dinosaurs. So thank you for that. Fast forward to the 21st century, however, and we find ourselves in a world without saber-toothed tigers and mammoths. So perhaps we're ready to move on. One of the ground rules hardwired into our programming is put yourself first. But these days we find that being our own best friend is no longer usually about a fight for physical survival, but rather a question of internal battles, negotiating the maze in our heads in the search for greater happiness. Once upon a time, giving away our mammoth steak to a friend could mean us going hungry. But nowadays, at least in most of the world, we are released from genuine scarcity and are therefore free to focus on liberating ourselves from the scarcity mentality that we've learnt over millennia of relative hardship. So, how can we get free from the urge to chase and keep so many different things in the hope that these will ward off scarcity, a scarcity we no longer really have? This is where giving, the practice of generosity, can be very powerful. So, how does it work? Well, each time we give, we receive an unconscious message that what we have is enough. Enough money, enough things, enough time, enough love, enough mammoth steak. It's okay to give something away because what we still have, although less, is enough for all of our requirements. Consciously, we usually know this, but the dear old evolutionary neurological matrix often requires a bit of training. One piece of homework, or home play, as coaches like to call it, that I often give to clients is this. Think of 5 people that you would like to give something to, and then give them something, anything. It could be a physical present, it could be a service. For example, I used to go round to my uncle's house in autumn and clean the leaves out of his gutters. Or it could be something like the gift of listening, but really listening. Now, if we're not used to making a conscious choice to give, except, for example, at Christmas or birthdays, then the practice of giving, as a practice, might seem a bit scary at first, but it'll soon become a delightful part of who you are. And did I mention the added bonus? Of course, giving also brightens up the recipient's world, and we often get to see that. So, thank you for listening, and happy giving. See you soon.